Libra Rising, you navigate life through the art of presentation, which connects you to other people, and we will discuss why. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Mina. If you don't know me, I'm an astrologer who is very passionate about sharing my knowledge with you guys. So if that sounds like something you want, smash subscribe so we can stay connected. I do release weekly videos. And I do want to take a moment to thank everyone who's bought a reading from me. I really appreciate you endlessly. Libra Risings, we finally got to you, and I love my Libras. I love talking about you and empowering you. So today we're going to discuss, what is the rising sign? Well, the rising sign is the psychological lens through which you see the world. It is your suit of armor that you use to navigate life's everyday issues. It is much so the innate automatic energy that you just embody. You never have to be taught how to be your rising sign. You just are your rising sign, just like you are your moon sign. They're just very automatic, natural energies for us to embody. And it is why they're such important parts in our chart. They are not superficial. They're very deep, meaningful parts of our psyche and personality. And our rising sign really does explain how we deal with situations on the daily. It's our daily behaviors, how we respond to stimulus in our environments, how we respond to environments. It's really tied with our frontal cortex and our minds, our fight or flight response. So it's also what makes us feel safe on a daily basis. So it's so important. We're going to talk about how Libra Rising sees the world. Then we will get into how can you polish your Libra Rising and what do you need in a relationship to feel balanced. We will end off on love tips if you're interested in capturing the heart of a Libra Rising. So if that sounds like something you want, stick around with me. All right, you guys, let's get into it. How does Libra Rising see the world? Well, Libra Rising sees the world as a place to harmonize, beautify, and to, most importantly, fit into in a social sense. They are an air sign, cardinal air, ruled by Venus, the planet of beauty, harmony, balance. So they're very driven. Cardinal is a very driven modality. Think of like a forward moving arrow. It's very direct and aggressively moving towards whatever they want. And in a Libra Rising's case, they are aggressively drawn towards partnerships with others, and not just romantic ones, partnerships, social connections, period. Libra Risings are driven towards partnerships with others because they believe that two heads are better than one, two hearts are better than one, two bodies are better than one, and they prefer to do things in the company of other people. They feel empowered having social connections with other people, and they rather navigate life with other people around them rather than alone. And they understand how to get these social connections because a big tool that they use on the daily basis is their social grace. Now, Gemini uses their social wit to build connections and network as the first air sign. Libra as the second middle air sign. They really believe in being very socially graceful and diplomatic in order to build bridges between themselves and others and between two other people that aren't them. They believe in networking in that way with being very graceful and inoffensive socially. Because I like to think of Libra Rising as searching for that perfect social spot for them to fit in. They really do have a drive towards finding where they fit in life. And I like to think of a puzzle with one missing piece. They're trying to be that missing piece in a social situation. They want to fit in perfectly, and they want to add to the balance and harmony of an environment, which makes them happy, which beautifies everything around them, makes others happy. They feel balanced and safe that way. And a Libra Rising really does find a lot of value searching for the middle in situations in life, which is why this all goes back to them needing to be connected to other people as that middle air sign ruled by Venus. They really do value other people's insight and points of view. They really are collectors of different points of view outside of themselves. So when life gives them situations, they really do feel comfortable and safe seeking multiple points of view from people around them. They will take all those points of view and they will find a center between all of it. And they really are really centered and happy when they find that bit of truth in the middle of everything around them. And they feel like they've made balanced right decisions in that way, which makes them very happy, harmonious, and good to go. That is where they are happy, in that middle ground. And a lot of people will think, well, this is why a Libra rising might not have a strong opinion on something. Well, I think that is kind of a misconception. It's just that when they're navigating life, they prefer to collect the different points of view and to find something in the middle, which there is a lot of insight in looking at things through the middle. And I think it is very admirable and very overlooked, because Libra risings really are amazing at getting ahead in life because they are so socially graceful, which matters in our modern society. You know, people don't like offensive Aries type people. They much rather deal with Libran people in this way. And, you know, social grace is a powerful tool to have to navigate the world. So very admirable, Libra risings. We can all learn from you. And, you know, just like Aries rising's motto is, hey, what you see is what you get. Well, Libra rising is also, hey, what you see is what you get, but not in the same way as Aries. So Aries rising is like, hey, this is who I am, deal with it, because this is reality. Libra rising is like, what you see is what you get, so that's why I'm going to present. Libra risings are presenters. They're not performers like Leo rising. They are presenters of the zodiac, and let me explain. So they're like, what you see is what you get. And there's a saying called como te ven te tratan, like how they see you is how they treat you. So a Libra rising knows this. So they're going to present themselves in the most poised, beautiful, harmonious way, inoffensive, to fit in, because they understand the art of presentation. How you present yourself socially to other people is going to dictate what you get back in return. They understand this so deeply because Venus is like the grand attractor. It just appears beautiful and everything comes to it. So Libra risings really do manifest a lot of good things in their life just by presenting themselves very beautiful and inoffensive. And yes, when I say that, again, we can't like equate the rising sign directly to physical appearance, but it can tell you how we deal with our physical appearance. And Libra risings really will polish themselves up and make sure that they look nice. They're putting their best presentation forward per the social situation. And they do have a sense of style because they are ruled by Venus. So they like things to appear in a beautiful order on the outside. And yeah, they take their physical appearance seriously because, as I said, what you see is what you get. They understand that. So they're going to make sure that what you guys see is something very beautiful and something that you're going to want to go get and be a part of. So yes, they do take that very seriously. They, you know, kind of almost like Virgo rising, like they usually are beautiful people, smell good, you know, they got all that together. And they do attract positive things into their life because they do take themselves seriously in that way. So because Libra rising does understand the art of presentation, they're inclined to polish things around them, whether that's their possessions, their home, their physical environments, their cars, their friends. Like, they will polish you. And that is an amazing thing because they believe in the art of mirroring. So a Libra rising is not going to be like an Aries rising. Like, if an Aries rising wants something or needs something out of someone, they're just going to say it like, hey, can you do this for me? I need it. A Libra rising is going to do things for other people because they want those people to also do things for them. That's how they're going to get what they want. They're thinking about things in a more fair, balanced way than an Aries rising would, which is really, again, admirable. I appreciate it. And they will polish you. If they feel accepted by you and comfortable, they will lend you their Venusian talents and they will polish things around them. That's what they do. And they really do beautify. It's almost like they have an air green thumb. They will polish everything around them to make it more beautiful because they want that in return. It's an investment, a positive investment for them. So very, very kind people, love Libra risings. And yes, they do believe in the art of social power. They will gather social connections and will expect those social connections to do things for them because they have done things for those people and they think it's only fair. And they're right. In an ideal world, if you do things for other people, they will do things for you also. And I think it mostly works out for them, but I can see that Libra risings can have a tendency to get used sometimes because they are just so fair and diplomatic. Libra rising does prefer to have someone by their side to help navigate life with. They sometimes feel out of their element when they're alone dealing with life's everyday situations. So it's really important for Libra risings to have strong friendships, romantic bonds around them, to feel safe. They feel safer that way, and they feel safe when things around them are in harmony. Now that is social harmony, visual harmony, beautiful environments. All these things make them feel in control, at ease, and disharmony, chaos is the thing that makes them feel not safe and in control. So they're going to do everything they can to constantly balance things around them and to make sure it's in harmony. So how can a Libra rising polish itself, and what type of relationships are they attracted to? What can make them feel balanced in that way? Let's start with the relationships. So Libra rising is drawn to relationships that energize them because their 7th house and descendant is ruled by Aries, cardinal fire, ruled by Mars. So does this mean that a Libra rising has to get with an Aries? No. It means that someone with Aries energy is going to be very balancing for them in a romantic partner. So what does that mean? Well, they need a partnership that is active because Aries is very active energy. They don't just want to say, hey, I'm with someone. They want to say, hey, I'm with someone and we do a lot together, because remember, Libra rising prefers to do things with other people and to navigate life with other people. So of course, in a partner, they prefer someone who's going to be active in the relationship and to bring an energy, because they're an air sign. So they kind of need someone to bring the heat, to bring the passion and activity. They want to do things with you, which is really endearing. They also seek a partner that can kind of give them a break from feeling like they have to balance everything, because an Aries person is just not very balanced. They just are who they are. They're very direct, and this can be a really nice break for a Libra rising, because a Libra rising is often left wondering, hey, what are these people thinking about me? What do they actually mean? What do they want? Because they're always trying to make sure things are in harmony. So an Aries, or a person with Aries energy, is not going to leave you guessing. That can offer a really nice break for Libra rising. And lastly, Aries on your descendant in 7th house Libra rising is saying that you are drawn towards partners who give you confidence, who, say, hey, I see you in your Libra rising element and I think it's great, and you should be very confident in yourself. Because a lot of times Libra energy is not very confident because they're always rearranging things in order for it to be the most pleasing and beautiful, which makes them, very sensitive to criticism. I mean, think of an art gallery. Like, all the paintings are beautiful and arranged, and then you just have this patron walk in and they're like, ugh, I hate all this art. Like, that can really hurt, and that's how it feels for Libra rising. They work so hard to make things pleasing, and when someone is not happy with their work, I mean, that can be really hurtful. So a partner that can empower them, because Aries is very self-empowering energy, can feel really nice, and just feeling like they're seen for who they are can give them the confidence. And also having an independent partner who has their own thing going on is really empowering for a Libra rising, because like I said, they understand that art of mirroring. So if they have a partner who's really energetic and self-focused and self-motivated, then that's going to rub off on them in a good way. So that's pretty awesome for you guys, Libra rising. All right, Libra rising, how can you polish yourself with that Aries 7th house and descendant? Well, I feel like silly even telling you, because you know how to polish yourself up already, much so like Virgo knows how to fix themselves and make themselves really perfect. But the one thing I will tell you is just to be confident in what you do. Be confident in who you are, because who you are is really amazing. It takes a lot of courage in its own right to have so much social grace and to be so kind to other people all the time. To really put a lot of effort into partnerships is something you should be proud of, and you should have a lot of confidence in that. And so have that confidence incorporated into your rising sign. So you're interested in a Libra rising. How can you capture their heart? Well, present yourselves accordingly. Like I said, they're the presenters of the zodiac. They really understand that how you appear to other people is going to dictate how they treat you. And so make sure you have a nice presentation going on, that you look nice. Athletic body won't hurt, but just make sure you're presenting yourself nicely and kind of see how they're presenting yourself and mirror that. Use that Libra rising mirroring trait and match them in that way. Be able to hold a very balanced conversation. Don't be too ragey. Don't be too imbalanced in your opinions, and that will make them feel very comfortable, like they can talk to you and not feel like you're too rude or too harsh. So that, you know, have some social grace just like them. Really mirroring them at first will be really nice, but bring the heat, bring the passion, because Libra risings like to be chased. Remember, Libra rising does put a great amount of effort into making sure that they're so pleasing and beautiful and socially graceful that people come to them. So make sure you are indeed aggressively coming towards them. They will find that very charming. And lastly, make sure that you're an energy that is worth copying to them. Again, that mirroring thing. Bring some passion, bring some self-motivated energy so they can be inspired by your energy and want to absorb and copy such an energy. Will be really attractive to them. All right, you guys, I hope you love the video. I really do love Libra risings. I think they're just so kind and beautiful people, and I think it takes a lot of courage to do what they do every day, and they don't get enough credit. So I would love to hear your experience, Libra rising. Let me know in the comments. I always love hearing from you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.